Welcome to March 2024 Ascension Symptoms. Thank you to Ryan, Megan, and Balthasar for joining the Patreon. Really hope you enjoy that space. Getting a lot of good feedback over there, which is great. Let's see. I wrote down you're going to go through some type of initiation in March. Look at it how you want, whether you're being initiated into stewards of the new earth, or just initiated into living as more of the highest version of yourself, more of the self-actualized version of yourself. Another way to say that is just more of your loving, peaceful self, more of your true, authentic self, right? We don't have to get too carried away with that. But initiation also means, we're going to have to face really like some of our darkest aspects are going to come up this month. That's what's been coming through. So don't be surprised if all of a sudden you're in a storm of rage and hatred. Like I talked about this on yesterday's Patreon too, or the Patreon video. Lots of suppressed rage and hatred might be coming up. These are gnarly energies to be with. I get it. It's really hard. And it's going to come out of nowhere. That's like the big thing that wants to come through. A storm of whatever, hatred, rage, despair. I just got hit with a storm of despair and hopelessness earlier today. It's just out of nowhere. I was having this, this kind of day, whatever. And all of a sudden, boom. I was like, oh, it's here. This storm. And so these storms are also connected to the collective. Like the collective is going through an ego death. Have you noticed? Like the way our collective ego has gone about life for the past however many years, it just ain't working anymore. So you're going to feel the collective going through an ego death, the collective sense of hopelessness and despair. It's not just yours, but a lot of it is yours. And this stuff has been deeply repressed. And this is part of becoming your most loving self, your most peaceful self, is clearing the deepest layers of darkness that have been dwelling within your body. And this is the metamorphosis process. Welcome to the Great Metamorphosis. You're in it. You're a part of it, whether you like it or not. I know some of our egos hate it. I get it. I wrote deep freeze, like a deep freeze, like you have so many stuck energies in you thawing right now that you're gonna go in between states. Like you're gonna feel like frozen, stuck, constricted. You're gonna probably have icy chills. You're gonna feel really cold. You're gonna probably feel achy, like 150 years old, deeply fatigued, like you just ran a marathon. Like you're gonna go from that state, and then all of a sudden you're gonna feel really fidgety and restless, and you're gonna maybe feel ungrounded, and you're gonna have all this energy moving through. You might feel lots of heat and burning, and it's gonna be a fluctuation. And if you listen to the monkey mind, you're gonna think you're going crazy. You're not going crazy. All this is the light of grace is coming in. The light of transformation is coming in, and it's alchemizing the density in your body. It's alchemizing your shadow, your trauma. So when we're feeling cold, that's trauma coming up and being purged. When we're feeling like in a deep freeze, that's just lots of trauma, lots of stuck energy being worked on by the light. And what's happening is light's working on it, it's working on it. We're aching, we're cold, we can't move, we're tired, we could sleep for days, but somehow we can't sleep, so we're just restless. You know what I'm talking about. And then all of a sudden this energy finally kind of starts moving, and then we feel like burning heat, and we're like sweating. We wake up sweating, but we went to bed ice cold. It's because now that energy has been dissolved. It's like a lot of it's been dissolved, and now it's moving through. So trust this. Just trust that you're in a metamorphosis. How's it supposed to look? How's evolution supposed to look? You're in a pressure cooker. We need pressure to grow, like how do we make diamonds? You've probably heard these metaphors a lot. So understand this, because there's so much energy here helping you release layers of stuck energy and deeply repressed trauma, you're gonna start to feel a lot more energy coming online within you. And like I said, this can lead you to feeling ungrounded, restless. You could be thinking a lot. You can just, I don't know what to do with all this energy. Get in some good authentic movement, yoga. Get to the gym, do some martial arts. You know what I mean? Like shadow box. Work with the body. Like, what does the body need to do with a lot of this energy? Sometimes the body just wants to ground it and go sit by a tree or get in a bath with a candle. Maybe your body wants to do some kind of ceremony. Maybe you can transmute this energy through creativity. But just know you're going to go in and out of these states where you feel frozen and stuck and you don't want to do anything. And you're just kind of like, oh my God, am I dying? Yes, you are. And, there's truth to that. And then all of a sudden you might feel just almost too much energy flowing through the system. It's because it's going to take you a while to be able to really integrate all of this energy to where you can, like, all of this stuck energy that's been in your body, it's gonna, it's gonna start coming up and being alchemized and as it's integrated, it's gonna take you a while to be able to hold this much more energy and be comfortable with it. You guys can remember when you first had your energetic openings, it was really uncomfortable at first. Your body couldn't really hold it. It just felt like too much. Your nervous system was a bit overwhelmed or massively overwhelmed. You're going to kind of go through another period of that where it's going to take you some time to really be able to acclimate and sort of go through the process of becoming comfortable with having so much more life force available to you, so much more life force in your energy body. But this is a beautiful thing because you can use that life force to do great work, to do selfless service, you can pour it into anything you want. You can pour it into your own heart, your own being. You can, it's like, this is more of you. This is just you. More of you is coming up from the shadow. This is called soul retrieval, as a shamanic kind of terminology. So more of your soul energy is coming online, is activating, and that's going to create all kinds of symptoms, like I said. So don't be alarmed by it. I know it can be hard and the mind can have its fight, but we're all in this together. And I made a video on this on Patreon called Trauma Storms. That's another word for them. It's like, you're just going to feel, whoa, all of a sudden you're just going to be in a trauma storm this month. And it's not your fault. It's not because you ate that cookie. It's not because you didn't do X, Y, and Z. It's not because you didn't meditate for this long and you said you would. You're not being punished because of whatever thing your mind can make up. Why the hell is this happening? I must have done something wrong. No, you didn't do anything wrong. You're in a fucking metamorphosis. You're on Earth in March 2024. You're gonna be dealing with trauma storms. I don't care who you are. Have you looked around at the collective? How could you not be going through a trauma storm? You will be going through trauma storms, and that's okay. Let them move through. Just let them move through. Listen to this video. Listen to videos like this that make you feel like you're not crazy. All right. I said, yeah, leave you feeling deeply, deeply tired, fatigued. Hit on that already. Hit on this one. Light is dissolving blockages. Good. Got that. Rest. Can you just rest a lot? This month is going to call for you to really embrace resting. You may have weird fluctuating sleep schedules where one night you're not sleeping and then the next day you're taking like an amazing 4-hour nap. Trust that like I said, trust the body. It knows when it needs to sleep. If you don't get much sleep at night, maybe you can just rest the next day, all day, and lay in bed. I found that rest is really important if we're not getting sleep. So do the best you can there, and trust you will sleep when you need to. I've went long periods without sleeping much, but I was really deeply connected to rest and like yoga nidra. And everything was completely fine. So just try to take it easy, take it easy on yourself. It's just a very energetically intense month that's here to serve your growth. It is an incredible time to be alive. Oh, more on sleep. Nightmares and night terrors are going to be common because, like I said, you're purging your darkest, really dark, deep, repressed stuff right now. It's coming up from the depths of your animal body. like primal stuff, ancestral stuff. It's just crazy. So you're going to purge a lot of this through nightmares and night terrors, because some of this stuff is almost too much for our consciousness, like our conscious mind to handle, right? So some of the most gnarly, darkest stuff we purge through our subconscious when we're sleeping. It's like our soul is like, okay, they're asleep. We can really meet this stuff now. We can move through this. So nightmares, night terrors, totally normal. Maybe y'all can type in the comments some of the stuff you're going through, so you guys, if you feel comfortable doing that, so you guys can feel kind of like, okay, yeah, this person's, I think you guys do a great job of doing that anyways, but I just thought that might be nice for you guys to connect that way. All right, fear and terror will be coursing through you randomly for seemingly no reason. You'll just feel like terror, and this kind of goes with what I was saying with the trauma surges. This is just more of your layers of fear being cleared out, being released. You don't need to think about this too much. It's literally just old fear programming that's been in your DNA, in your cells, in your energy body. It's just like programs leaving your body, these terror programs. And like I said, it's going to hit out of nowhere. You might feel icy cold terror come over you. It might be horrifying. I get it. I've been there. You might want to jump out of your skin, jump out of your body. I get it. Do your best. Sometimes we just gotta white knuckle it. Just white knuckle it if you have to. We've all been there. No worries. And I'm always humbled. Sometimes I'm just like, holy shit, I'm here again, you know? It doesn't happen as much, but there's always a chance to be humbled on this path. And that's for damn sure. More on this. Try to do whatever you can to stay in your body. You're gonna want to leave your body during this month at times, because a lot of stuff is moving through that's just not gonna be enjoyable to feel, especially for your egoic parts that always just want to feel good and don't want to feel bad. Do whatever you can to stay in your body. I've been looking at getting a massage, just like what helps you relax into your body, right? If you're lucky enough, maybe you've got a partner you can cuddle with a bunch, or if you're lucky enough, maybe you've got animals around you that you can snuggle. Like really bring in the divine feminine. Your body's going through so much. What kind of like feminine grace can you bring into your existence? You know, like cuddling an animal, gentleness, soothing. Like the body needs to be soothed. I'm going to say it one more time. It's going through a metamorphosis. It needs help. And so today for me, just getting into the gym and lifting some weights was really helpful. Kind of moved some energy, got me in my body more. And it actually made me realize, I need to balance the masculine with some feminine here. I need to maybe try to find a massage. I need this body might need some loving touch, because it's going through a lot, because I'm on Earth in 2024 of March. All right. Let's see. Old addictions probably won't do it for you anymore. Talked about this in the higher self video I just made. Don't be alarmed. It just means you're outgrowing them. Your consciousness is evolving too much for your older addictions. Pretty good news there. Harsh inner judgment. The perfectionist will rear its head. You might be asked to like step into your creative gifts more, and this is going to trigger all kinds of doubt and inner judgment. I talked about this a couple days ago too. But what I want to say is meet these parts with tenderness and gentleness. Like your inner critic needs gentleness and tenderness. I wrote a quote for you guys. When you're no longer afraid of the darkness within you, it will be difficult for the darkness out there to frighten you. That's kind of the initiation I'm talking about, guys. You're going to get to meet all the darker parts within you that have probably scared you in the past, because right now you have the support to meet them. There's enough light here to meet these parts. You are now conscious enough. You are now empowered enough to meet these parts. And as you're actually not scared of anything out here. Anything you're scared of out here is just a reflection of what you're really terrified of within yourself, okay? So if the external world's scaring you right now, just realize it's because there's stuff in here that scares you. And this month is going to be a great month. It's actually going to be a month that's sort of going to force you in many ways to meet the stuff you're scared of within you. But this is actually an incredible gift once we kind of get over the fact that it's really painful. As we meet this stuff, we get really free. We get free to be who we're meant to be on Earth right now, which is a beautiful term I like, is new stewards of the new Earth, right? We get free to give our gifts creatively and freely and abundantly. We get free to do selfless service. We get free enough to give from the heart, to live from our heart, to be authentic. So as these terror storms move through and you're meeting the stuff you're afraid of meeting within you, you're becoming more whole, you're becoming more integrated, and you're becoming just more empowered, and life on earth will get much easier for you as that happens, I promise. Let's see what else I got, guys. Yeah, it's connect to your power, but still be soft and gentle towards yourself and others. Yeah, I think I covered a lot of it. Your body's super smart, knows how to move through these energies, trust the body. Major appetite fluctuations. I'm actually going through that myself. Just roll with it. Maybe you're barely eating one day and the next day you're ravenous. I don't know. It's fine. Just let it happen how it wants to. This correlates towards the sleep, also mood swings. You might feel social anxiety, might be out and about, and it would just be really hard for you to be around people. Understandable. You're going through a metamorphosis. Like, of course, this is going to be hard, guys. And the path back to sovereignty. It's like you're reclaiming yourself from all this fear, from all these fear programs. And it's not easy, but it's worth it. The path back to sovereignty and your power is difficult, but it's worth it. And you got this. And that's basically it, guys. Yeah, we did it. We did it, guys. 16 and a half minutes. Awesome. Those are the Ascension symptoms. If you have more to add to this list, stuff you're going through, throw it in the comments so that others can see it and be validated. I know that is really helpful. Patreon community, if it's pulling at your heartstrings to join, we would love to have you. It's a super supportive and heart-centered group over there. You can hop on the chat, download the Patreon app once you're a member, and hop on the chat where you'll see other beautiful light workers, starseeds, kundalini initiates talking about what their experiences, what they're going through right now, and maybe that's somewhere that you can find some helpful reflection. So yeah, if you need one-on-one support, I am offering that right now too. Of course, your donations are super appreciated and always very welcome. Links for all that stuff, everything I just said, all my offerings, all the links are in the description box. I love you guys so much. You got this. See you in the next video. Namaste.